Hi, I'm Shauna with VA Disability Group. Today we'll be discussing the additional state benefits available to Iowa veterans who have a 100% rating with the VA, as well as a few other benefits veterans should be aware of. We understand that navigating all the available options can be overwhelming, and we hope this information will help simplify the process and point you in the right direction to take advantage of these benefits. Visit our website where we will have more detailed information regarding eligibility and application processes. We will have a link in the description box below. Iowa has one state veterans home in Marshalltown. Eligibility is based on clinical need and setting availability. Each state establishes its own eligibility and admission criteria for its homes. Honorably discharged veterans, dependent spouses, or surviving spouses of honorably discharged veterans, and Gold Star parents are eligible for admission. Spouses must be married to a veteran for at least a year before they apply. Applicants must meet the residency requirements on the date of admission. And lastly, all applicants must require either residential or nursing care to be eligible. We recommend that you talk with a VA social worker near you about eligibility requirements and to create a payment plan. Iowa has 2 national cemeteries and 3 state cemeteries. National burial benefits include a grave site in any VA national cemeteries with available space, opening and closing of the grave, perpetual care, a government headstone, marker, or medallion, a burial flag, and a presidential memorial certificate at no cost to the family. Burial benefits are available for spouses and dependents as well. Keep in mind that the state cemeteries' eligibility is similar to national cemeteries, but may include residency requirements. The Iowa Veterans Cemetery is available for all veterans, their spouses, and dependent children for burial. Honorably discharged veterans will be interred at no charge. There is a fee of $300 for the burial of spouses and dependents. Iowa offers a large amount of income tax exemptions to veterans and their families. A more complete list will be on our website, but I will cover a variety of them in this video. Military pay received by service members on active duty is not taxed in Iowa. Military retired pay that is included in federal gross income is exempt from Iowa income tax. Disability retirement pay received as a pension, annuity, or similar allowance for personal injury or sickness because of active service should not be included in taxable income. Some of the payments which are considered disability benefits include disability compensation and pension payments for disabilities paid to veterans or their families, grants for homes designed for wheelchair living, grants for motor vehicles for veterans who lost their sight or the use of limbs, or benefits under a dependent care assistance program. DIC and SBP payments are tax-free. This $5,000 grant is available to veterans buying a home in the state of Iowa. The grant can be used for down payments and closing costs on qualifying homes. The funds may be used in conjunction with the First Home and the Homes for Iowans program. This program is limited to funding availability. To qualify, service members must have served on or after September 11, 2001, or at least 90 days between August 2, 1990 and April 6, 1991. The home must have been purchased after March 10, 2005. A surviving spouse of an eligible service member may also receive this grant. The military service property tax exemption reduces the veteran's assessed home value for property tax purposes. The amount of exemption can vary. To qualify, you must have served on active duty during a period of war for a minimum of 18 months during peacetime. You must own the property on July 1st of each year. Consult the local tax assessor's office for detailed requirements regarding these exemptions. File your claim with the local assessor by July 1st. Once you have filed and are approved for the first time, no further filing is required if the claimant or claimant's spouse owns the property on July 1st of each year. The Disability Veterans Homestead tax credit is equal to 100% of the actual tax levy. Veterans with a permanent service-connected disability rating of 100% or who receive 100% with IU qualify for this credit. The veteran must own and occupy the property as a homestead on July 1st of each year, declare residency in Iowa for income tax purposes, and occupy the property for at least 6 months each year. A surviving spouse of a disabled veteran receiving DIC payments will qualify as well. The surviving spouse that is a beneficiary of the estate of a veteran who received the credit may continue to receive the credit under 2 conditions. The spouse must reside in the qualified homestead and is unmarried. Claims again must be filed on or before July 1st. Annual reapplication is no longer required. Instead, a notification to the assessor is required only if a veteran or surviving spouse no longer qualifies for the credit. The Injuries Veterans Grant provides up to $10,000 to service members or veterans who sustained serious or very serious combat-related injuries in a combat theater of operations after September 11, 2001. Immediate financial assistance is provided so that family members may be with the veteran during their recovery. The injury must have been received in the line of duty while receiving hazardous duty pay after September 11, 2001. Grants will be paid by the Iowa Department of Veterans Affairs in increments of $2,500 up to a maximum of $10,000. The veteran will remain eligible for the grant after discharge from the military so long as the veteran continues to receive medical treatment or rehabilitation services for that specific injury or illness. The Iowa Veterans Trust Fund is used for unemployment or underemployment assistance due to service-related causes. Veterans can receive assistance with vision, hearing, dental care, durable medical equipment, and prescription drugs, and counseling and substance abuse services. Vehicle repairs, housing repair, and transitional housing can be provided as well. To receive this assistance, your income cannot exceed 300% of poverty guidelines. Benefits are available to both veterans and spouses in varying amounts depending on the type of service needed. You should begin the application process at your local VA office. Honorably discharged veterans get 5 percentage points added to their grade or score in qualifying examinations for jobs with the state, public works, counties, cities, and schools. An additional 5 points are added to the grade or score for veterans getting disability or pension or have received a Purple Heart. To be considered for the additional points for a current job vacancy, all documents must be received no later than the day of the post close date. Documents received after the post close date will be applied to future vacancies only. Keep in mind that the Iowa Veterans Hiring Preference for state, county, and municipal positions is a different program than the federal Veterans Hiring Preference. Honorably discharged veterans may request the veteran designation to be placed on their driver's license or non-operator identification card. This request can be made anytime you are seeking a new card, not just at the time of renewal. You must present a copy of your DD-214 to the Iowa DOT. The veteran must then complete an Iowa DOT application form. The cost of a duplicate driver's license or non-operator ID is $10. Contact your local DMV to determine if any additional documentation is required. Honorably discharged veterans are eligible to purchase one of many specialty veteran license plates for their vehicle. These special plates are available for an additional charge through the Iowa Department of Transportation. Eligible disabled veterans will receive a specialty license plate from the Iowa DOT. To be eligible, you must be a seriously disabled veteran who has been provided with a vehicle by the U.S. government under specified provisions. If you have received a vehicle in this way, you may be exempt from paying the registration fee for one vehicle. A disabled veteran may obtain a set of non-military special registration plates or personalized plates by paying the additional fees associated with those plates. An eligible disabled veteran who applies for any type of special registration plates associated with service in the United States Armed Forces will be issued one set of special registration plates at no charge and subject to no annual registration fee. To apply, you must submit a certification from the VA that the motor vehicle had been provided to you by the U.S. government. The certification will need to be submitted to the county treasurer's office in your county of residence when the motor vehicle is first registered. Your plates will be sent to your county treasurer's office and staff will notify you when your plates are ready. Your current plates must be exchanged for your new plates. Effective July 1st of 2022, any vehicle that displays this Iowa-issued veteran's license plate may park for free in any city-owned or operated parking lot or city-metered space in Iowa. The city shall not enforce any ordinance related to fees at these locations. Iowa offers a wide variety of educational benefits to resident veterans and their dependents. It is important to note that state educational benefits can often be used in conjunction with the national educational benefits, such as the DEA program. If you're interested in learning more about the DEA program, check out our national benefits video. Children of Iowa veterans that were killed in action following September 11, 2001 are eligible for up to $11,800 per year in tuition assistance at an Iowa post-secondary institution. Children will qualify up to the age of 26. Dependents of those killed in action prior to September 11th are eligible for $600 per year with a maximum of $3,000. Residency is required to receive this benefit. And it is important to note that for this program, applicants cannot receive both DIC and the War Orphans Fund. We recommend that you contact the Iowa Department of Veterans Affairs for assistance with filing the necessary applications. The Iowa National Guard Service Scholarship provides annual awards to Iowa National Guard members who attend eligible Iowa colleges and universities. The maximum award cannot exceed the current maximum resident tuition rate at Iowa Regent universities. The Iowa Adjutant General determines eligibility and award amounts annually. Eligibility criteria includes Iowa residency, and you must also be a member of an Iowa Army or National Guard unit. For each term, the member receives benefits. You must satisfactorily complete required Guard training and maintain satisfactory performance of Guard duty. Lastly, you must pursue a certificate or undergraduate degree at an eligible Iowa college or university. If you already have a BA, you are not eligible for this program. The maximum award is for up to 120 semester credit hours or the equivalent of an undergraduate study. You must submit a FAFSA application and an IFAA application. On October 1st, the applications become available. July 1st is the fall priority deadline. December 1st is the spring priority deadline. Veterans who did not complete high school in Iowa due to enlisting in armed service can apply for an honorary high school diploma. IDVA and the Department of Education review applications and establish eligibility for honorably discharged veterans. A copy of the veteran's DD-214 papers must be included with the application. The Branstad Reynolds Scholarship Fund provides post-secondary educational scholarships for children of deceased military service members who died while on active duty status after September 11, 2001. This scholarship may be used to subsidize the cost of tuition, books, fees, housing, special tools and equipment required for coursework, school-approved tutoring, and any other required educational expenses. Once all educational expenses are met, any remaining funds will be released to the student to cover other expenses as needed. The annual deadline is December 31st of the current year. Applicants will be notified via mail or email regarding award decisions. Applicants should notify the scholarship administrator at the educational institution if their contact information changes. You should contact the Iowa Department of Veterans Affairs for more information. Veterans in receipt of at least a 0% service-connected disability can receive a lifetime hunting or fishing license for a $7 fee. To qualify, you must be an Iowa resident and have served on active federal service and are now disabled because of that service. Thank you for joining me to discuss the ancillary benefits for disabled veterans. Check the description box below for helpful links and to access other helpful tools on our website.